Hey YouTube, so here's another travel video. This is things you need for a trip to Europe because I'm going on a trip there soon. So enjoy. So the first item on the list is obviously the biggest one, your passport. You don't leave home without that, so that's pretty straightforward. The next thing that I think is very useful is this. This is a prepaid data card for Europe, so it works in every country. So you insert the SIM into your phone, and then you've got data for, data or whatever, Instagram, YouTube, whatever you want, maps even, in any country. So this is a must-have, so you don't need to use your phone there. If you're going to be taking a lot of photos on your phone or your camera, definitely get a new SIM card, get a new micro SD card just for your trip, because then you can have all the pictures on one card for your trip. You can put them in your laptop, put them in your camera, do whatever you want with them. Something I can't recommend enough is this. This is a tile tracker. So what you do with this is you put this on your phone, in your bag, anywhere, and it tracks where you are. So if you lose your bag, if you lose your wallet, if you lose your passport, it's on there, and it will track it for you. This is a big one. If you got a long overnight flight, if you got a hotel on a busy street or something, you'll need earpods to sleep. So I usually bring 2 or 3 different pairs of earpods because they're easy to lose. They block out noise, and you really need these on a trip, and they're pretty cheap too. So another much needed thing for a trip is travel adapters. So this is the Europe one. So make sure to bring the travel adapters that work in your country, so you can plug in your phone and do whatever. Always bring a small travel size deodorant. You can get these for a pretty cheap price at the dollar store or whatnot. It's much better than bringing like a big one with you. This one is really useful. Compression socks. Definitely need those if you're going on a long flight, but also just a bag full of socks. The more socks and underwear you have for a trip, the better you are prepared. Always bring a travel pillow. These are so useful, whether it's like a long night on a plane or layover in the airport. I can't recommend these enough. A lot of people have them, but it's still nice to put in the video. This one's really useful. A case for your passport, as well as a bag for your passport so it doesn't get, sticky, spilled on, whatever. You have to have that. This one's really obvious, but this is a must-have. So this is a Europe trip one, so you're going to need euros. So what I've done is I've got a bunch of small bills, like 5s and 10s, because, you don't want to spend a bunch of hundreds there. So I found it best to get a denomination of small bills. So euros are a must-have for your trip. So if you can get these at a good exchange rate, it's even better, because then you don't lose money for your trip. But yeah, you obviously need these, especially since a lot of countries focus more on cash than cards. So this is a really smart one, not a lot of people do. Get a perfume sample, a small bottle. This is a Calvin Klein one, I believe. Yes, it is. You can get these mailed to you from any perfume company. It's a nice free little sample. Or if you go to a mall or something, they'll give you a perfume sample. It's a perfect small size to bring on a trip with you because it's not heavy, it's not too big to travel with, so I recommend that a lot. So this one's quick and obvious, but toothbrush, toothpaste, buy it when it's cheap and bring it with you. Just have it in your bag ready. More essentials would be a good pair of shoes or boots for any weather condition. So I've picked for my trip these Flightposits because they have a zipper. They're waterproof, they have good grip on them, they have good traction. They have 3M, so they're high visibility, so you have to pick something really smart if you're traveling. And I'm a sneaker collector, so usually I bring a bunch of shoes, but for my next trip I'm just bringing these because they're versatile and do everything well. Another thing is a good set of wireless headphones for the journey, for the plane ride, whatnot. So another thing I find is if you can, bring a few sets of headphones and make sure that they're noise cancelling for the flight. For at home, I like over-ear headphones, but on a trip, I like these small little ones because you can just throw them in the bag. Of course, too, always bring a watch with you on your trip, one with a timer. Maybe even an alarm for your hotel, so it's always nice to have a watch with you. Also, a battery pack for travel, because you'll never know when your phone's going to need to be charged, so always bring 1 or 2 battery packs with you. So this is a Polaroid Go camera, but you can get an Instax camera or anything. I think it's really cool to have an instant camera for a trip because it can really bring those memories to life. So I recommend getting one of these too. So this is a small little travel wallet here, which holds about 5 to 10 different cards. I think this one holds like maybe 6 or 7. and it can't be scanned, it can't be read. So it's very safe for traveling. It can be dropped, it's kind of waterproof, all that. So another safe travel essential to get, and you get these in a lot of bundles. This came in a package with the passport cover and a few other things, so really useful to have. The last thing I'm putting in a good video is a really good travel bag. This is the best thing you need for a trip. And I really like this one because it's small enough that it fits in carry-on luggage, so I don't have to pay for that. Really like this. Pack smarter, that's what I think. Thanks for watching.